Hey, what's up guys? So, R2 Network's back here, and look what I picked up on its release day. This is the Huawei smartwatch for Android Wear, Android devices as well as Apple. So we're just going to take a quick look at it. We're going to turn it on. I did pick it up on its release day about a week or so ago, that Friday, and I'm going to boot it up first. In the meantime, here we go. In the meantime, yes, this is their their highest model. This is the all black. Goes for about 450, and I really wanted the stainless steel one, the mesh, which was 399, but I couldn't find it. So, you know, we'll start with this one. It has a quick boot up time compared to the Moto 360 that I had prior. But in the meantime, let's take a look here, see what we have. So as you can see, this is the Huawei. Let's see if we can turn it around here. It has a nice little imprint right here, which is great. It does have a heart rate sensor. Let's actually open it up for you. I had to go to a local mom and pop shop to get some of the bands removed because I guess I have a smaller wrist. Yeah, so as you can see here, you do have the charging port. It doesn't have a cradle for you to sit it on. It's just a normal little plate for you to sit on, which I don't really like too well, but it's still cool. The heart rate sensor is right here in the middle, so you can use it for activity tracking and the Android Fit app that you have there. Very well constructed, feels premium. A lot of people don't like the price tag. I'm not a big fan of it as well, but it does look great. Now I don't currently have it connected to my phone, but like the Moto 360, you can connect it Wi-Fi. It does have Wi-Fi built in. It has a resolution of 400 by 400, which is a great higher resolution than even the Moto 362 and the original Moto 360. And you can actually see it, and if you physically had it with you. It may not do itself justice here, but great resolution. It also has a 512 memory, 512 of RAM, as well as 4 GB of memory. So Huawei is really trying to future-proof this watch. It also has a speaker built in. It really doesn't have any use right now. Hopefully, something in the future, it will be enabled for that. So I'm waiting on that end. Other than that, it's a great watch. It has pretty cool face plates. Let's take a look at the options here. I usually use the modern bronze or the moon phase, which will actually tell you whether it's going to be a full moon or not. So if you look, let's focus. So if you look here, it shows the battery percentage left. If I've been active, I have 0 steps today. The day of the month, the day of the week, Friday, and it's actually showing you that it's going to be, whether it's a half moon. If it's a full moon tonight, it would actually show the guy would be right above there. I've had this phone for about a week or so, so you can actually see it on different days. But yeah, besides that, there's tons of watch plates, face plates here. Some pretty cool ones, some modern, some classic looks. Yeah, dark suit, depending on what you're wearing. And I get a lot of compliments anywhere I go, whether it's work or just walking around. Yeah, the dual blue is very nice as well. So nice little additions here. Another thing to look at, which people will find really important, is the battery life. I usually, with full use, it usually takes about 2 days before I have to charge the battery. Once again, it does have a 300 milliamp battery, which is actually a little bit lower than the Moto 362, which has 400, I believe. Well, depending on their I think the 42 mm. So it actually lasts, but it still lasts a pretty decent amount of time. It lasts just as much as my Moto 360 original, and still does a great job. I've never found myself to be in an awkward place where the batteries died. Usually 2 days, probably about 8 hours a day, so we can say 16 to 20 depending on what I'm doing with it. And it's not just me holding it on my wrist. I'm actually running around with it, looking at it, using it, always connected to my phone, which is the LG G4 for now still. And, like I said, this is a great device. I'll show it on my wrist for a second. As you know, I don't have the biggest wrist, but... And obviously the features still work where you shake your wrist and you can toggle through, well, we want to go this way. Yep. To go down, to swipe down the cards. Doesn't want to work for me today. Come on. There you go. Yeah, showing the weather. It's showing I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. The Rangers won their first game, which is great. And yeah, so the wrist movement still works. One thing I did find was that this does not have a sensor for the doesn't have a light sensor, so you would have to set it to a certain specific brightness. So for instance, let's go head over to it. No, we don't care about that. So if we go to settings, adjust brightness. Now we all know in the original Moto 360, as well as the second one that just came out, it does have an auto brightness. This one does not. So I set it to 1, so that actually should be taken into consideration when I say I get 2 full batteries, 2 full days of battery life. It can definitely go much brighter, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's see, it's very bright, maybe too bright. I would have liked to have the automatic brightness, because I was a little perturbed to see that it wasn't on there. But besides that, everything else is there. Font size. Once again, you can connect this watch directly to Wi-Fi. You do not need a phone. Bluetooth devices, always on screen. I've never liked that. Obviously, that would save battery when this is off. It's not always on. You've seen the gestures, airplane mode, things of that nature. And of course, it takes its updates like it would normally would. So you can get updates without your phone if it's connected to Wi-Fi, which everything's up to date. So yeah, there's just a quick look at the Huawei. I think honestly this is the best smartwatch out right now. Some people may say it's the Moto 362. I think for the look and quality, as well as the build, Huawei's definitely looking to get a bigger footprint into the smartphone and even smartwatches as well. I'm sure you guys heard of the Nexus P coming out, which I will be getting and reviewing once it hits next month. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions, definitely feel free to post it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.